Welcome to Patkai Bus. The topic for today's talk show is Significance of Co-curricular activities in the college. Today we have two guests with us. To my left is Mr. Manton K. Wangsu, who is a state football player and is one of the best football players in the college. Recently, their team won the Nokia Championship in one district. Also, we have with us Mr. Ranuba Robin. He is the sports secretary of the college and currently looking at the overall preparation of the college week. Thank you so much for being here. So my first question is to Mr. Manton. Can you share with our audience your journey as a football player?
For me, I started playing football at a very early age. Since my home is just beside the ground, and then I get a lot of time to spend time with football. And then even during my high school days, I used to be in the high school team, and then I came to know more about football. That is only when I joined my higher secondary, that is in Patkai, where I also get a lot of platform to play, and then with the senior players as well. And then I also get a lot of encouragement from them. And then I've also been for trials for 2-3 times. The first time I have been was in Kohima, but unluckily I could not make it that time. But I took up that as a challenge and start preparing for more. And then there was also a small tournament in Dimapur, and then from there I got selected to go for another trial, which is in Guwahati. And then on the first round, I made it, and then I went for the second time. And then even there, I got selected. And then there was supposed to be the final selection, but because of the pandemic and all, it just vanished. I'm still looking forward to give for another trial.
Thank you so much. Mr. Robin, what motivated you to become the sports secretary of the college?
Motivation come to myself in my inner peace, that I used to look upon to myself. Then the thing is that I used to put a question mark to myself, like, who are you, Ruben? That's my biggest question mark that I always put to any kind of challenges. To become this sports secretary, the motivation was within me.
How has sports helped you in developing your personality?
Sports has helped me in different ways. To point out some, to socialize with different kind of people. And I'm a very short-tempered person, but through sports, I'm able to control my anger, and most importantly, to never give up on things easily.
What are the responsibilities of a sports secretary?
As I am already under one union and under one institution, so there is always a constitution which has been laid down by the union or the college to be followed. This is the constitution book. In articles number 13, it is laid down that responsibilities of the sports secretary. Let me highlight these articles. Article number 13A. The games and sports secretary shall be responsible for all games and sports. B. He or she shall look after games and sports goods, equipment, and facilities of the college. Number C. He or she strive to promote and develop games and sports along with the spirit of the sportsmanship among the students, and shall work in close coordination with the faculty in charge of games and sports.
Do you think Sports Week in college should be a mandatory edition? If yes, why?
For me, it's yes. Because as we all know, education is not all about bookish knowledge. It's about all-round development. So by conducting true Sports Week in college, I believe it will help an individual in exposing their hidden talents and skills.
Do you think co-curricular activities can benefit students? If yes, please explain.
Yes. To this question, I don't have any place or any option to say no. Office of the SUPCC. From there itself, these SUPCC activities does not really go away from the class activities. It is always linked with the class activities.
What do you think are the essential qualities of a sports person?
There are so many qualities that a sports person should possess. But I think some of the essential qualities are determination, dedication, discipline, and then presence of mind and competitiveness. In order to win a game, whether it be a big or a small game, first of all, we really need our presence of mind and competitiveness.
What are the plans for the upcoming college week?
My core plan is promote tournament. Promote tournament in the sense the tournament will play not in the old form but in new form that people will enjoy more than the years back. And number 2 is coordination with the officials and staff and faculties. That will be my second plan, that I should always coordinate with the officials, staff and faculties, because they are the backbones of everything that that I'm doing on now. And number 3, secure the venue.
How do you see the future of sports in Nagaland?
Comparing to the past years, I can see a lot of changes in our state. But I think, again, when we compare our state to our neighboring states like Manipur, whether it be Assam or our neighboring state, they are more ahead of us. And then we really need to really start from the ground level, from the grassroots level. And then I think if a player works hard towards it, and then he also get the exposure and then the help from the state government, and then I think within 4 to 5 years we can also reach at that level where the other states are. We don't have any good players in the fields of big league in India, within India, which is ISL and I-League. But I think if we continuously keep on working towards it, then I'm sure in 4 to 5 years we can make to that level.
How would you draw a relationship between sports and personality development?
When we participate in sports, our leadership ability and skill has been improved by involving in the games and sports. And our stress have been reduced while participating in all those kinds of activities. And also social skill improvement, social skill to mingle with the different kind of environment and different kind of people. Our introvertness will definitely vanish from the field, and we will be in the kind of extrovert world, and we will start mingling with the society.
Do you think parents has a major role in helping students decide their career? Do parents in Nagaland encourage sports as a career option?
It's a kind of 50-50. I won't say it's completely yes nor no. I feel like parents have the right to encourage us, but not the right to let us go into their direction. Coming back to the second question, out of 100, maybe 20% of the parents encourage us to choose our career as a football profession. But I think out of maybe around 80 or the majority, they don't encourage us. Might be the main reason is because we don't see any players now, and then there are some who are playing at the top level, but we also fail to appreciate them, and then they don't get much exposure.
What advice would you give to the students who wish to take up football as their career?
Football is a big business and also a very competitive game. So here I want to take the example of our own player, Kiwi Zumomi and James Kitan. Currently they are playing I-League, and then they have recently mentioned in the Aloba Naga show that it is by their hard work alone that they are able to make it at that level. They didn't get the support of from the state or from anyone that which they have mentioned in the show. So I think if we have the determination now, and then if we continuously work towards it, and then we don't need anyone else help to reach at that level. If we have the determination, and then if we believe in ourselves, and then I think we can make it. That is our decision, and then I think the decision should be made by us. We don't need anybody else's advice here. And then see, through football we can also make lots of earning. This is the most popular game that the entire world is enjoying. So I think if we have the determination, then I think we can take up this as our career.
What advice would you like to give to the students for the upcoming sports?
Yes. My first advice would be get in shape. Get in shape in the sense that you will be facing lots of obstacles and activities and your friends, which will be very competitive. Set a realistic goal. Set a realistic goal in the sense you will be going to participate in different kind of activities. So your goal is to win, to shoot the goal and the target. So the thing is till you reach your destiny, you have to fight. So set a realistic goal that you have to win and do for your team. And number 3 is check your gears and your equipments. That means you have to get it up with the equipments which you are going to participate in any kind of activities or whatever it may be. So you have to be ready with the activities so you won't face any kind of difficulties during the real day of the sports on the events. So your skills and your talents are to be exposed on 22 of Feb and to 26 of Feb 2022. SUPCC and the Patkai Christian College Autonomous, we are going to kick off this 46th annual sports meet on 22 of Feb. So my wishes is To all the athletes and sports lovers, wishing you a very best of luck and enjoy the sports week, contribute to your team and to your college.
Thank you so much, Mr. Robin and Mr. Manton, for joining us. With this, we have come to the end of the talk show. Stay tuned for more updates.